So I thought the crimes of cops on elderly people, were really bad. Like that yesterday, that 77-year-old elderly lady who got raided by a SWAT team yesterday. And I did that story yesterday. Well, we got one right here that is just as bad, if not worse. But you're going to say, well, this is just, the significant is that lady got raided. This one got arrested. But you're going to see the severity of why. An 82-year-old black woman arrested over a $77 trash bill. Yeah. 82-year-old Alabama woman arrested over a $77 trash bill. We're going to find out why in a second. Check it out.
82-year-old grandmother was arrested for a $77 trash bill. You will say, nowhere in the hell. Put up the picture full mass.
Let's do it. Look at it.
It's a damn shame.
Real damn shame. It is.
This was in Alabama. The woman you're looking at was arrested for a $77 trash bill. One of the officers who came to arrest this beautiful soul, Miss Martha Mennefield, an 82-year-old black woman. Cop comes to arrest her for failure to pay a $77 trash bill. He told her not to cry.
I mean, tells her not to cry. Like, who the fuck are you to tell somebody how to not to feel? You dumb fuck. You already arrested her over fucking something that's something that's nothing real mundane. $77 trash bill. And this cop tells her, oh, don't cry. You shouldn't cry. Who the fuck are you? I want to say, who the fuck are you? The emotional feelings police? I'm like, fuck you. I can do what I want.
He tapped her on the back as she was already in handcuffs. Don't cry, Miss Martha, she recalled him saying.
Don't cry.
He kind of whispered it to me. Don't cry. Let me tell you something. If I was a cop, and believe me, I never would be, but if I was a cop and I had an order to go and arrest an 82-year-old woman for a $77 trash violation, not paying a bill, that would be the day I took that damn uniform off. And listen, you cannot love a job so much that you're willing to sell your soul in order to clock in.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'll one up on this one too. If I was a cop, thank God I never would be, but I understand. If I was a cop and I was ordered to arrest an 82-year-old elderly lady for a trash bill, fuck that. I would turn my badge and my gun and say, go ahead and fire me. I don't care. That is inhumane as fuck. I'm not gonna go arrest that 82-year-old lady for a $77 bill, trash bill. Like, nah, you can terminate me, fire me, you can kiss my ass. That's just inhumane.
Let me give you more.
Introducing the new blackened chicken sandwich. No.
When the officer told her not to cry, Ms. Mennefield looked back at him.
Here's a good one.
And said this. How would you feel if they came and arrested your grandmother?
She asked the officer.
She asked the officer.
Well, guess what? He didn't respond.
When two officers pulled up outside her Valley, Alabama home on Sunday, this grandmother did not know why they were present. The officers, one white, one black, got out of the car, approached her home, and one of them stated they were there to arrest her for failure to pay the trash bill. What did she do? What did this grandmother do? She laughed. She thought it was a joke. She thought somebody was pranking her. This can't be real. We're in America. It's $77. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it's funny. I mean, seriously, you gonna arrest me for a $77 bill? I mean, come on. Really? You gonna arrest somebody and put someone in jail over a $77 bill? Woo! What the fuck are we in? Are we in America? Are we in Nazi-ass fucking Germany? Or better one up, are we in America? Or are we in Russia? Yeah.
Okay. Obviously you're playing. Ms. Mennefield just laughed. She genuinely thought the officer was joking. He didn't budge. You're not kidding, she recalled asking him. He wasn't. He was there to arrest her for failure to pay $77.80. She thought the bill had already been paid. She said Thursday afternoon, sitting on her front porch's rocking chair, but they said it hadn't. Ms. Menifeld said the officers told her they would have to place her in handcuffs. She put her hands behind her back. The front will do, they told her. Ms. Menifeld slowed as she told the story. She held her arms out in front of her. And the cuffs, she said, her eyes swollen with tears, they're so heavy. On Tuesday, the chief of police, Mike Reynolds, defended the arrest. Put up this SOB.
Check out this son of a bitch right here.
He defended the arrest in a post on the city's Facebook account.
Look at that. Fat fucking tub of shit.
City code enforcement officers issued a citation August 2022 for non-payments for...
Unbelievable. Yeah, and he defended that charge. I mean, I'm going to do an Eric Brand. Let's continue the video. What the fuck is wrong with these people? No justice, no peace. Fuck you, Chief.
For the months of June, July, and August. And that prior to the citation, they tried to contact Ms. Menifeld several times via the phone and in person. In the post, he also claimed when contact could not be made, a door hanger was left to explain the reason of their visit and had contact info for her to use. Wow. He said further, the citation advised this grandmother, okay, to appear in court on September 7th, 2022. A warrant for failure to pay trash was issued when she did not appear in court. The chief also argued, while officers can use discretionary judgment on certain matters, executing an arrest warrant signed by a magistrate judge is not one of them. I'd be damned. I know a couple of cops would not have served that warrant. They're good people.
Yeah.
Better than you, Chief.
A lot better.
Grandmother, 77.
Like I said, and knowing that fucking chief, he defended the arrest and defended the officer's action for that shit. Like I said, if that chief told me and I was an officer, he said, "Why don't you go arrest?" I like, take my gun, take my badge, here's my uniform. I fucking quit. I'm not gonna arrest an 82-year-old elder lady over $70 trash bill. That's humane, dude. Do yourself, you fat fucking tub of shit.
$7. Okay? There's more. On Thursday, Ms. Menifeld said she never received any of this. She never received any notice to appear, never was told to go to court. She said that her trash bill had not been paid. Her trash should have simply been taken and her pickup suspended.
Yeah.
But arresting her, she said, was unjust and unnecessary. We concur, madam. Menifeld said she wasn't in the Valley jail for long, but believes she should have never been there to begin with. I was in a little cage-like thing at the police station, she said. And I said, y'all put me in this cage? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Exactly.
Let's go to the mayor.
Here's the mayor.
Valley Mayor Leonard Riley. Martha is one of at least 24 residents arrested over unpaid garbage fees. They've become targets of a process that has criminalized debt in the city, which contracts its solid waste services to a private company. So far, city officials have been largely silent on the matter, with the exception of the chief's statement defending the actions of the cops. Why are these people going to jail? Because of a private damn company. This is to enforce compliance by any means necessary to increase the bottom line, to have more money in the budget.
It's crazy. You know, it's just like you get cops out there abusing their power, thinking they have to make an arrest to restore peace and justice. You know, and then you get cops get away with it because what's that? What do they have? Qualified immunity.
To take care of a private enterprise at the expense of the same people who pay your salary, Chief. She pays your salary, sir. She's a homeowner, taxpayer, grandmother, a human being. Let me give you details on the other arrests that have been happening in this jurisdiction. A review of court documents revealed that individuals arrested over unpaid trash fees in Chambers County are often people facing financial difficulties, people of color, or people with disabilities. That's who they're locking up. Some residents, records show, have been arrested repeatedly, and most charged criminally with failing to pay a trash bill. They end up paying hundreds in court costs and fees in addition to the bills themselves. What are you looking at? Let me remind you, remember Ferguson? They did the same thing at Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
They would constantly hit the community with these ridiculous charges. As a matter of fact, when all of that went down in Ferguson, eventually a new judge got elected. What did that new judge do? That new judge, actually appointed by council, suspended all of those ridiculous citations. Money, bias, greed, racism, bigotry, all intersecting
it's
at
power,
the same time in this
inflated ego,
Jackson,
bigotry.
Well, you know, this just goes to show the predatory nature of unchecked power, because obviously this woman, as well as the others mentioned who typically suffer from this, people with disabilities, people of color, or just people who are down on their luck, can't afford to, you know, pay the legal costs that are going to come from this. So you just end up in a perpetual cycle where you're really just subjugated. Versus someone like Sam Bankman-Fried, who's still free and even being paraded. Like, you know, he went from being paraded as a super genius to the guy with the FTX, all the fraud in the crypto markets. At first he was a super genius. Now he's just being, he's just dumb. You know, he just misplaced billions of dollars. You know how that is. You know how easy it is to accidentally do that. You know, the guy literally created FTX.
Kind of like the company Enron back in the 90s.
As a front to fund his hedge fund because he couldn't get, you know, corporate funding for it. You know, people don't want to put money into a hedge fund ran by a bunch of 20-something-year-olds. So he just arbitrarily stole billions of dollars, and this man's free. But a woman who owes $77 for a utility, you know, she's being carted off to jail. So it's just a disparity in the system painted for you beautifully right there.
Yep. It's another case of happy fuck the cops day. Come and get some piggies. That's them on here. My peace out.